Okay. In honor of Mercury, today, 27 degrees of Pisces. This is the third ding at the North Node. We're initiating new ways, strange ways into reality. If you're not in creative flow, releasing from what you know, then you're pulled into the strange ways of continued manufacturing of a replicated echo of the past, reminders for deeper insights into yourself. So don't feel bad if you're caught up in reality. We're all swimming in different currents. But if you're on the other phase of that energy, then you're applying by releasing. So you're forgetting inhibitions. The absolutions are fading. Hubris is lying down. And when hubris lay down, so does nemesis. That's when the fool begins to walk. In play with the process of life. So Mercury will be heading on to the 0 point of Aries. Conceptually speaking, it can be seen as a trifold energy, a tri-tuning, or a disillusionment of what that had been. So you can release into some new thing, a new expression of existence. The seeing mind. Most of the illusions have faded. Now it is a choice between, well, is anything worth it? And that's a reflection of the worth of the self. That's just part of the alchemy of our lives. Lives. Not the whole thing, just one element. No, there is no single pitch. Alright, so I digress. We are cultivating realization of worth. Now some, until they find it within themselves, they will hand it to system, and system will create new value structures from which lowest common denominator values can be embraced like a spiritual medication through life processes. But I don't speak to that. I speak to those who have the ears to hear, eyes to see, heart to feel. Strange ways, so embracing new expressions of being. Let me see if I can figure out a new way. Intentions are observances. You are caught in the awe, digesting a mystery in real time. when your attention is arrested in union with something, the automatic rises in the shadow of the light. Our unknowns, we're learning. More than that, we're raising them. They are children. All of life, all people, we rise up in life and we hold some of that energy, that color. You know, we're swimming in this river. It's moving, it's doing its own thing. We know there are factors at play, but it doesn't matter because there are these concepts like fractal relation. But you see, that's just a fine-tuning of a potential beyond conception. So it's stranger than you can believe. So the key is the here now, present, the belief. What is the worth? How do you obtain gnosis for what could be worth? Because concept kills. This is Wu Wei. That's the actionless act. When the charge comes from within yourself, it is meeting new. It's not coming from out in, it's coming from out. Your awareness, your spirit, the focus of the creative force at the core, the root of who and what we are. It's that energy, that focus that is in ignorance. Who could control it, it would not exist. The only way to get there is through this innocence, the purity of creativity, and it requires the ignorance. But can you allow ignorance, knowing your mistakes, knowing what's at stake? When you give to situation, others, this world, whatever is left over is for you. And whatever of that's left over is too dark to see, then that goes to the other energy. So there is this digestion. So you have to create, you have to be in that spirit in order to allow that charge to be kundalini, to be shakti, to be given from beyond the grid to reality. Not because you believe in a specific God or some kind of virtue, but because it gives all things. And if there was anything pure in existence, that is what it is. And I feel if you can fall into relation to that, joy can arise, all things arise, the 10,000 things. And since you do not covet to hold one, you allow all, and it becomes a flow. We're heading into the Libra full moon. Let's see when that is. got some Uranian stuff going on here. Let's see if there's anything here. This is why I quit IT. It's so boring. It's just all reactionary puzzle crap. Oh, this, fuck, I didn't read that. And with my fool's energy is very tedious because I don't want to skip something, and I do all the time. So I'm playing out the variables in real time. There's some space for me. 5.7, that's not bad. Okay, I guess the machine must be 10 gigs. Alright, so in any case, let's get back to the message here of getting caught in the mire. The world gives us these things to chew on. And you assess the value, is it worth it or not? So I'm not going to bring a chart up, but what's most important is the message, the meaning. The message moves. You can use astrology, you can use psychology, you can use political science. I don't have much respect for science. It's all belief. It's based upon consensus, like in cult personality. Who can generate the most iconic projection? Who can pull that out into a sense of self? It's an ultimate vampiric energy, but it is natural. It's how we grow. Every cell on a plant or a being is building. And during the times of recession, then it starts to just multiply itself. And then it starts to move down like a mountain, like our societies, our beliefs. Beyond all our iconic consensus narration projection. And the true path for Aries is to pioneer new spirit. You are the only one who can go through what it takes to get there. And the reasons for that are innumerable, unfathomable, in some cases. So we all have that within us. It's part of an element of the season in our psyche. You just find what's right for you. The passion is the river which carries the whole of Pluto. Hades, the river Styx is full of these suffering souls, and you have to have what it takes to pull you through so you can swim. Sometimes that's Mars. It's that drive. The world pulls us into the lowest common denominators, and survival becomes the pull. We are given too much of this purity of the self into projection for the development of cultures and other things. So individuals individuate by dividing themselves from that and allowing the darkness to settle so that we can bring light to it. And since we gotta live, when that becomes the source you drive into creation, you are recognized by relation. And the friction becomes form and you move. And it isn't easy, it isn't pretty, no one knows the outcome. It's a cultivation of your own belief, and you find the value in the language of the self, and that's how you move. Alright, so with that said, Libra full moon, Venus reborn, coincided with Mercury reborn. We think of the reborn thing as an aim. Okay, we got a planet in our distance, we got a place in relation to existence in our distance. Now we're moving that. Okay. We thought that was the perfection, but actually it's the whole sky. We just could only see what we could see. Now we're shifting. So we're still tuned exactly as we were to the previous. We're learning how to release that tuning so we can start to make sense of new reality. We will cling to things we know, but if you release your need to show, and then that need gets digested and you go through the process. It's like spiritual fasting through life, doing it to us. We don't know what's going on. These are just ideas. So thanks for watching this being, and take care.